In this video, we're going to be learning how to differentiate a product of functions using the product rule. Okay, so first let's see the formal statement of the product rule. So the derivative of f times g is equal to f prime times g plus f times g prime. That might be a little hard to remember, so how I like to remember it is that you need to take turns when differentiating. Okay, so let's see this example. X cubed times cosine of x. Since x cubed and cosine of x are both functions, we need to use the product rule. Okay, so first, we're going to differentiate x cubed, that's 3x squared, and we leave cosine as is. This is the first half of our answer. And now we're going to add, okay, for this part, we're going to leave x cubed as is, and now we're going to differentiate cosine of x, which is negative sine of x. So in this example, we saw that we differentiated, we left one alone, and then we differentiated, left the other one alone. Okay, so this is going to be 3x squared cosine x minus x cubed sine of x. Okay, for these examples now. What is the derivative of cosine x times sine of x? Okay, let's leave cosine of x alone this time, times the derivative of sine of x, which is cosine of x again. Okay, we got the first half done. Now, we're going to differentiate cosine of x. That's going to be negative sine of x. And since we differentiated cosine of x, we have to leave the other one alone, which is going to be sine of x times sine of x. Okay, this is going to be cosine squared minus sine squared. Okay, now for the second one. What is the derivative of e to the x times x squared? Okay, we're going to differentiate e the first time. Well, nothing changes. And now for the second one, we're going to differentiate x squared. 2 to the x, e to the x. This is our answer. Okay, now for the third one. What is the derivative of e to the x sine of x plus 2x squared cosine x? Okay. So remember from linearity of differentiation, we can split this up into two parts and then add back up our results. Okay, so for e to the x sine of x, let's differentiate e the first time. We just get e to the x again, sine x. And now it's the second one's turn. The derivative of sine is cosine x. Okay, now for the second part. 2x squared cosine x. Okay, let's differentiate that part first. That's going to be 2 times 2x, because the derivative of x squared is 2x. So 4x cosine x plus, and now we're going to leave 2x squared alone this time. 2x squared times negative sine x. So negative sine x. Okay. And this is going to be our final answer.